You were just thinking about something completely random a moment ago, weren't you? Maybe you imagined a future that doesn't exist. Maybe you replayed something that already happened. You were daydreaming, and you didn't even notice. We spend almost half our waking life with our minds somewhere else. But what if daydreaming isn't a distraction? What if it's the mind's oldest secret? The one that made humans who we are. Let's wander a little into the world inside our own heads. For decades, scientists believed that when you weren't focused, your brain powered down. That idle moments were wasted time. But when brain imaging appeared in the early 2000s, something strange showed up. People doing nothing were showing massive bursts of activity. They discovered a hidden system called the default mode network, a collection of regions that light up the moment your mind drifts. It's your brain's backstage crew, sorting memories, simulating futures, and connecting ideas that logic alone can't. So while you think you're zoning out, your brain is working harder than ever. But here's where things get interesting. This wandering ability might be older than civilization itself. 40,000 years ago, humans sat around firelight. They imagined spirits in storms, faces in stars, and painted their dreams on the walls of caves. Those weren't just decorations. They were mental rehearsals, stories from the mind's theater, brought to life. Daydreaming gave early humans something no other species had, the ability to imagine what doesn't yet exist. We could plan a hunt before it happened, build shelters before we found the materials, and picture dangers before they arrived. Our minds became time machines, replaying the past, forecasting the future, and that ability changed everything. But daydreaming didn't just help us survive. It became the birthplace of creation itself. Albert Einstein said his greatest discoveries didn't come from logic, but from imagination. He used to picture himself riding a beam of light. That daydream became the theory of relativity. Mary Shelley saw a monster come alive in her sleep and woke up to write Frankenstein. Nikola Tesla built entire machines in his imagination, testing and fixing them without touching a tool. Psychologists call this constructive daydreaming, the gentle drifting that links creativity and focus. Every time your mind wanders, it's quietly combining the impossible with the real, turning thoughts into inventions, into art, into hope. But how we treat daydreaming has changed, and not always for the better. For most of history, daydreaming was celebrated. Poets called it inspiration. Philosophers called it wisdom. But then came the Industrial Age. Factories replaced firesides, and imagination was replaced by the stopwatch. Productivity became the new god, and drifting minds were labeled lazy. Schools punished kids who stared into space. Bosses called it wasting time. Yet modern science now proves the opposite. Daydreaming makes the brain more flexible, more creative, and emotionally resilient. We didn't lose focus. We lost permission to wonder. Of course, a wandering mind has its shadows. When imagination runs too far, it can spiral into anxiety, rumination, or regret. Psychologists call this maladaptive daydreaming, when escaping reality becomes an addiction. The goal isn't to stop daydreaming, it's to guide it, to choose the story your mind tells, instead of letting it choose for you. Because daydreaming isn't about leaving reality, it's about shaping it. When your mind drifts, it's not betraying you, it's protecting you. It helps you heal, plan, create, and reconnect with the parts of yourself that routine forgets. It's how we turn silence into stories, loneliness into memory, and thought into purpose. Daydreaming is not an escape. It's a way to live, to feel, and to create. It's a way to It's rehearsal for the future. So the next time someone tells you to, get your head out of the clouds. Remember, that's where the next big idea might be waiting. You're not distracted. You're dreaming awake. If you love uncovering the secret origins of everyday life, subscribe to Originify and keep wondering with us.